I'm going to be making Easter peep charms using these enamel charms. It's going to be a purple one, a pink one, and a yellow one. I'm using the paper clip silver chain here. I use about 3.5 inches, and then I'm using this gold plated carrot. It has a little heart at the top where the green leaves are. And then I'm using these 3mm crystal beads and these thick rings. And then I'm using these enamel peeps. This one's yellow. It's not two-sided. It's silver plated. I got a purple and pink one, so I'm going to be making 4 of the yellow ones and 5 of the other colors. So I added pearl beads and then those little 3mm crystals. It's like a pinkish color in the middle. So 2 crystals and 3 of the pearl beads. And I made 4 of these so far of the yellow. And then this is sort of what it looks like. They just kind of hang on your bag. You can accessorize them on your tumbler, your anything, your backpack, a badge rail holder for work or something like that. They'd be cute for anything. And then I got this purple one and I clipped it to my bag here, and it has the little carrot at the top, and it's also a silver plated peep, and then the carrot, and then it just clips on with a clasp. And then that's the pink one, and I made them all pretty much the same but just changed the colors out. I used thick rings and pearl beads and the chain, and then it just clasp closed. You can add that to your bag or anything like that. And then I'm going to be showing you the yellow one, and this is what it looks like on a bag. Just kind of hangs there. You can put it on a zipper, you can put it on a handle or something to make your bag look pretty for Easter. These would be really cute, like for like Easter basket gifts, like you can stuff in an Easter basket or something. That's what like my thought process was when I was making these. So it just, that little clasp, it locks onto a smaller ring, and this is what it looks like. Done with me holding them. I'm just kind of showing you what they look like here. It's the purple one. I've made, these are the little pearl beads. I think they're like 3mm pearl beads. And then these are 3mm like crystal beads that I used. And then this is the chain. It's like a paper clip chain. And I just cut off 3.5 inches using these wire cutters. And then this is the little ring that I'm using. And those are the beads that I used. I used a wire and a wire loop turner to make the beads. And then that's the little carrot bead that I'm going to be using to add to that, to the little charms. And this is just like a closer up. This is the chain that I cut, and it's about 3.5 inches long. And that's the beads that I made. And then that's the thick rings, and then I'm going to be using these little silver clasps to close them. And it has a little end, and then these little smaller ones, because the thicker ones won't fit on the clasp. So I'm using the little smaller ones. And then I'm going to be using two different pliers, needle nose plier and a curved one to open up the thick ring. And you just move it a little bit to open it. And then you add your little charms that you made with the pearls and the crystals. And then I go ahead and add my chain, and I'll use the end, one of the ends. It looks kind of like a paper clip. Sometimes it's hard to get on there, so it just takes a little bit of time to mess with it until you get it on. Sometimes you gotta use your hands if the pliers ain't working right. Sorry about that, it just takes time to get it on there sometimes. Sometimes it's easier to get on than others, but alright, I got it on. So I'm going to use my little pliers and close it. If it doesn't close all the way, you can kind of wiggle it around until it does close. Back and forth, like just do a back and forth motion. And then so that's on there. And then I'm going to use another thick ring. I think these are 6mm rings. Jump rings. And so I'm just going to go ahead and open that up. And then the other end of the little pearl thing that I made, then I'm going to add my bunny, my little peep bunny. Like that. And then I'm going to close it up using my pliers. I have to have that little light to help me see, because making jewelry and stuff, it's hard to see. And the little ring light thing has a little magnifying glass to help me see sometimes the smaller things that I can't see very well. So that's on there. And then I'm going to get a smaller jump ring. These are 6mm jump rings, but they're not as thick. They're thinner jump rings. So I'm going to add it to the top thick jump ring that I have. That's just the way that I done it. You could do it the way you want to, but this is just how I did it. And then I added the little carrot, and I made sure that the carrot was facing the bunny, so like when it hangs, it will hang right. And you can see the carrot and the bunny, because you don't want the carrot to be flipped around, so just make sure that you can see it when it's hanging before you close the jump ring. So then I'm getting another little jump ring. It's 6mm, and it's the thinner ones. And so I'm going to add that to the second little loop on my chain part of the paperclip chain. I usually add it to the outer. I went to the right side of it. And then I'm going to close that up. That way you have a little bit of like a hang or dangle to it. Makes it look a little bit better. And this is where I'm going to close my clasp when I put the clasp part on. So I'm just closing it right now, making sure that I get it. Sometimes it's hard to get it closed. So that's on the second from the last on my chain, the actual chain part. So then I'm getting another thin 6mm jump ring, and I'm going to add this to the very end of my chain. So I look at how it's kind of laying, and then I kind of see where I want my clasp to be, how I want to open it up. It's a preference. Like I like it on the outer part, the where you open and close the little lever thing. I like it on the outer, not the inner, when I'm putting it on. And then you just kind of slide that on there, and then you close it, and then that clasp that I just added will go onto that jump ring that I did before this one. And that's how it will close. It'll have a little kind of like dangle to it. I got this shirt the other day. I think it's cute. I need a cold brew. I like the blue in it, the blue colors. So that's the clasp, it's on there, and then the little lever thing to open and close the clasp is on the outside. So this is kind of what it looks like up close. With the jump rings, the jump ring is on the second. And then, so then you're going to open the clasp with the little lever thing. And then you're going to clasp it onto that other jump ring that you added at the end there. And then it has a little loop, and then you have a little dangly part at the bottom of the little charm. Kind of like that. I think it looks cute. And you can add that to anything you want. I think it'd be cute for like an Easter gift or something. So this is my last purple one, and I had finished all of them. These are the little bags I'm thinking about putting them in. I got all my yellow ones. I made 4 yellow ones, and these are the little bags. I think they are about 3 inches by 3 inches or something like that. I got them on Amazon. And so I'm just putting the pink one in there. And it's kind of like a Ziploc. You know, it's holographic. So now I think this is the purple one. And I'm just going to slide those in there like that. And then zip it up. That way it'll protect it and they don't get damaged or anything. I was thinking these little bags would be perfect for them. The little peeps are about 2 inches long by 0.5 inches wide, and the chain is 3.5 inches long. So I got them all made and prepped. So I'm gonna put these on my Etsy page at Threading with Heart. And if you'd like to check it out, thank you for watching.